I can't hear you. Welcome to the third game of the Eastern Oklahoma Invitational. This game features the Ratan Rams and the HOWE Lions for this third game. Ratan comes from McCurtain County, and we've got the HOWE Lions from that same area. HOWE will be the home team, Ratan will be the home team. And the lineup will be Cal Birchfield at shortstop. We have Jody Caston at second base. We have Chuck Odell at first base. We have Drayton Hallahan batting cleanup and at third. We have A.J. Clay on the mound. Batting sixth, we have Blaine Hall, and he was the DH. In right field, we have Seth Springfield. And in left field, we have Hunter Hay, and last but not least, the catcher will be Jace May. Batting first for the HOWE Lions will be Brody Solon, and he's in the field. He would be the shortstop, number 16. A.J. Clay with the first pitch looks a little bit outside for ball one. He winds. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. We've got ball two. So the count is 2-0 on Cal Birchfield. Brody Solon. We're out a little high and outside for ball three. Count being 3-0. AJ comes with the next pitch. And it's inside, and then we've got a man on first. Brody Solon for HOWE takes first base on a walk. Up next for HOWE is Edward Sanchez. He's the catcher for HOWE, and number 19. Here comes the pitch. We got a shot down between first and second, fielded by the right fielder. And we've got a single for Edward Sanchez. Alberto. So now we have runners on first and second. And up to bat is going to be Caleb Crabtree. He's the pitcher for HOWE. And he steps in as a left fielder, batting left. AJ looks in. He checks a runner, and here comes the pitch. It looks a little outside. We've got ball one. We've got a shot to center field. Looks like it's going to drop. Runners are going to take off. Caleb digs for third. He's going to try for a triple. Here comes the throw. And he's going to make it in there for three. We've got an overthrow into the dugout. And we've got a automatic pass ball, and runner advances. So on the triple, we've got an plus an error. That is a two-run RBI triple. So off the base here, we've got a 3-0 lead with 2 hits and a walk. Up to bat comes the cleanup hitter, which is Tanner Scott. And we got another shot to center field. Ball drops. Looks like it's going to be a single. So AJ's getting roughed up a little bit now that we have a runner on first. Number 10 steps in, and that's Caleb Brown, and he is the third baseman. So AJ comes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And we got it one fastball down the middle. Looks like strike one. Caleb steps back in. Here's the stretch. Here's the pitch. We've got another shot to center field. That one's going to drop behind second base. So now we've got runners on first and second. And we've got a meeting at the mound. The first baseman, Kobe Wooten, will be the batter, number 9. Umpire breaks the meeting at the mound, and looks like we're going to come back to action. Catcher steps down. And again, Kobe Wooten, the first baseman, steps in the batter's box. Runners on first and second. 3-0 is the score. No outs. Outside corner, and we get a strike one. Looks like they're playing for a bunt. First baseman and third baseman are in. He checks the runners. Here comes the pitch, and we've got ball one. So 1-1 is the count. He checks the runner. There's the pitch. Just looks like it's a little bit outside, and count goes to 2-1. We are still in the top of the first. Score 3-0. There's a shot right back up the mound. He dives, the shortstop dives for it. Looks like a single, and he makes the play at home. All the way from second on the single, the runner scores. So that takes the lead to 4-0. We've got 5 hits on the board, and runners on first and second. Up to bat is Jackson Morris, who is the left fielder. He takes ball one. Count is 1-0. Swing and a miss. Foul tips it. Takes the count to 1-1. And here comes the pitch. He steps back, makes a small move to second base. Now he gets back on the rubber, checks the runner. Here comes the pitch. Right down the pike for strike 2. We got a count of 1-2 on Jackson Morris. Here's the pitch. Looks outside and low, and evens the count at 2-2. He really needs this out. AJ stares down the batter. Here comes the pitch. He's got him swinging or looking. That's the first out of the inning. That looked like his best pitch he's thrown. The center fielder is going to step in now. This is Jackson Ramey. With 1 out, runners on first and second. He's still pitching from the stretch. First base and third base are in, looking for a bunt, and there it is, and he takes a strike. First base and third base, they're backing off a little bit on the second pitch. Now they're moving in. He squares the bunt, takes it high. Count moves to 1-1. Big lead off of first. First baseman's moving in. Third baseman is moving in as well. They're running a wheel play. And he takes the strike. So now we got 2 strikes. He probably is not going to bunt on third strike, knowing that if he foul tips it, then he's out. We'll see how the Ratan plays it. They're going to play back. He does square the bunt, and he foul tips it, and that will be strike 3. Second out of the inning. He gets on the attempted bunt. The 9th batter of the inning steps in, number 11, Ethan McGee, who is playing right field this afternoon. AJ Clay is still your pitcher. He does the swings and throws it to center field. Runner takes off, and the ball comes back into the infield. So on the error, the runner is going to advance to third. So now we have runners at the corners at first and third. Oh, they got him in a pickoff. They throw to first. Now back to second. He makes a move to home, and he gets him at home plate. Nice play by the second baseman. So number 10, Caleb Brown, makes a move back to home and gets thrown out on a 3-6-2 pickoff. So that ends the inning. We've got 4 runs on 5 hits and 2 strikeouts. So that moves us to the bottom of the first. And shortly we'll have Ratan taking the plate. Welcome back to the Eastern Oklahoma Invitational. We're at the bottom of the first. Pitch is outside from Caleb Crabtree, number 17, who's the HOWE Lions pitcher. Stepping in for Rattan is Cal Birchfield, number 22. And count goes to 2-0. Cal is playing shortstop this afternoon. Here comes the pitch, and we've got a maybe foul ball, but he makes the play out of bounds. But he flies out to the third baseman. Goes down to a F5. So that brings up with 1 out Jody Caston, the third baseman. Pitch on the outside half the plate, goes for a strike. That was a nice looking pitch there. So the count is 0-1. He swing and a miss for strike 2. Blew that one by him. So 0-2. That one's outside. Count goes to 1-2. He's trying that outside of the plate. He's back ready to go. There's the stretch. Down low and inside. Moves the count to 2-2. They're working fast. Here comes the next pitch. That one looked low, so that count goes full. He looks in. Here comes the pitch. That one looked good, gets him looking. So for the second out of the inning, he gets a strikeout looking. So already we've got 2 outs, and Chuck Odell is going to step in. Number 20, playing first base. Caleb Crabtree looks in. Kicks. There's the pitch. And he gets him for strike 1. He's going to work fast. Here comes the second pitch. And there's a shot to center field. He's having trouble finding it, but makes the snare for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down. And Ratan is done for the inning. So we move to the top of the second. And we will have top of the order coming back.
Hi, we're Bravado Wireless. You may have seen us at your local events and wondered just exactly what we do. We provide the highest quality cell phone service, specializing in outstanding coverage, both locally and nationwide. We're headquartered right here in Oklahoma, with multiple store locations in eastern Oklahoma. We provide the most affordable, unlimited talk, text, and data plans available. For a limited time, our unlimited plan is only $40 a month, and you can receive a free LG K30. Make sure you stop in now and enjoy our other amazing summer deals before they end. Visit Bravado Wireless store locations for all other details, or go to bravadowireless.com for more information. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back. We're at the top of the second. Ethan McGee steps in. I was incorrect in the starting lineup. With the pickoff play, Ethan is back up at the start of the second. He takes strike 2, swinging. So AJ's going to kick and whine. Here's the pitch. That one looks outside, so it takes the count to 1-2. Number 33, AJ Clay, is your pitcher for Ratan. So the count goes to another ball there when the count goes to 2-2. We've got a shot to left center field. Center fielder moves under it and makes the play. So we go back to now we go to the top order with number 16, Brody Solon. Last time at bat, Brody is 1 for 1 for the day with a single and run scored. There's the pitch. Looks like a strike down the middle, and it is. And the count goes to 0-1. AJ kicks and whines. Here's the pitch. Another nice looking pitch, and Brody goes to 0-2. And he gets him swinging, and umpire calls him out with out of the baseline. So we've got a K swinging for the second out of the inning. So AJ's starting off this inning much better than he did the last one, allowing 4 runs. Ball in the dirt for ball 1. The catcher, Eduardo Sanchez, is now at bat. Eduardo had a single, run scored it as well, and he's got another shot to center field. Center fielder moves under it and makes the play. So 3 up, 3 down, and we move quickly to the bottom of the second inning with the score 4-0. We come back to the bottom of the second with a single over second baseman's head. That was Braxton Hallahan with a single. Now runners on, or a runner on first base. In steps the pitcher, AJ Clay. My lineup might be off here, but I'm showing that this should be A.J. Clay, but that's not the case. He's in the on-deck circle. So we got a ball outside. Runner on first takes a lead. Looking at the lefty, Caleb Crabtree's on the mound. So we got a 1-1 count. He checks the runner. And looks like we got a pass ball. Runner heads to second. Catcher looks him down. And we've got a I'm showing number 11 is at the plate. That's Brayton Holnian. So count goes to 2-1. He checks his catcher for the sign. Looking at his runner. Kicks, and there's the shot. It's a shot down third baseman. There's a single. Runner's on his horse. Looks like he's going to score. So we've got a single for Brayton, and he's on first base. Now in steps the catcher. So 2 hits in the inning. Foul ball over the Rattan dugout. Runner heads back to first base. Count goes to 0-1. So score is now 4-1. AJ's getting his sign from his coach down third baseline. He steps in. Runner takes a lead. Here's the pitch. Looks like a nice pitch. It is. Strike 2. Count goes to 0-2. On the pitcher. Oh, they got him off first. There's a throw to second. And it's missed. So he runs him back into second. So we've got an error on the throw. So it's going to be an E3 on the advance. So now a runner moves into scoring position at second base. Nice move over to first by the pitcher. First baseman just made a bad throw into second, or they would have had him. So now we got time out on the mound as they talk it over. So we take this time to thank Bravado Wireless for sponsoring this event. They're the primary sponsor for this invitational. And we appreciate you guys that are listening or watching to like your videos and say thanks, because this is how we determine the events that we're going to stream, is by your interaction and your likes. So if you're enjoying it, make sure you thank somebody and like your Facebook page or make a comment or something of the sort. So they break the huddle at the mound. The catcher toes the rubber, or the pitcher toes the rubber, and the catcher runs back behind the plate. So we got a runner on second, 1 run in the inning. And he gets him swinging. He goes down with the first out of the inning. So that's the second strikeout for Caleb Crabtree for the evening. One looking and one swinging. So now steps in number 16, Blaine Hall, who is to me, I've got looked at as the DH on my scorecard. So 1 out, 1 run in, man on second. And strike 1, swinging. Got him with that outside fastball. He's working fast. Here comes the second pitch. Same location and same result. We've got 2 strikes, no balls, and 1 out. He looks at him. Here comes the pitch way outside. Catcher does a good job snaring that one. Count goes to 1-2. Checks the runner at second. There's the pitch. It's hit to the first baseman, and he can't make the play. Ball swings to right field. Runner comes all the way around from second and scores. So score now goes to 4-2. Howe leading Ratan, but with 2 runs in the top half of the inning, Ratan makes up some ground. The first baseman should have had that ball. He scored, and he scores it an error. So we've got an E3. Another hit between first and second. We got a single. So now we got 2 runners on, 3 hits in the inning, 1 error. So 2 errors this inning on the first baseman, excuse me. And number 3 steps in. And this is Hunter Clay. He bunts out in front of the good, nice bunt. Catcher's fields it. What's the play? We get him at first. Runners advance. So he gets a sack. He almost beats it at first. Nice looking bunt, actually. Scores at a sack. So runners now at third and second. So tying runs at second. So we got strike on the outside, lefty facing lefty for Cal Birchfield. Flew out to third baseman on first inning. Second pitch, curveball in there for strike 2. 0-2's the count. He's got to guard the plate on this pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1-2's the count. He threw some heat then. Looks in. There's the pitch. He's got outside play. He's got to make a play at the plate, and he can't make it. So the runner advances from second to third. Pass ball brings in a runner. So we've got a 2-2 count. 4-3 is the score. If he makes the play at the plate, runner obviously doesn't make it, but curveball gets him looking, and that ends the threat. But does bring in 3 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors, leaves 1 man on third base, and with that, score goes to 4-3.
wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer one line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in Eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Ignoring calls from your in-laws?
Again?
That's a bold move.
Hey, Karen.
Ignoring other carriers and switching to Bravado?
Sorry, I can't
Now
talk
that's
right now. I'm
a
going
bolder
through a-
move. Get $500 off when you sign up for the Premium Unlimited plan today. Bravado Wireless.
Welcome back for the top of the third. The HOWE Lions lead the Ratan Rams 4-3. Up to bat is the pitcher for the top of the third, Caleb Crabtree. Triple in the first inning with a run scored. He hits a shot to right field. Right fielder can't find it. Ball's going to drop. He's going to dig. Nope, he's going to pull into second. So now he has a triple and a double. So with a leadoff double, he's trying to help his own cause. And Tanner Scott is going to be your batter as he steps into the batter's box. He is your second baseman for HOWE. Single in the first inning with a run scored. He has a shot to the shortstop. He's going to play the advance, and they got him at second. They hang on to it? Yeah, they call him out. Nice play by the shortstop and the third baseman working that. Getting the leadoff player there. In a 6-5-4 fielder's choice. Runner still remains on first base, and we got a foul ball back over the catcher here for an 0-1 count. Runner takes his lead off of first. Here comes the pitch. Looks like it's going to be outside, and it is. Count goes to 1-1. He looks in. Brings the pitch. Got a shot over in foul territory over first base. Makes a nice play running and makes the snag. So Caleb Brown fouls out, and that brings in Kobe Wooten, who is your first baseman for HOWE. Single in the first inning. He is 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. It's outside, ball 1. Tanner Scott is your runner on first. A.J. Clay is your pitcher for Ratan. He brings the pitch. Hit back to short. Shortstop makes a play, and then he bobbles it. Runners are going to be safe. Makes a nice snag on the fielding, and then can't take the ball out of his glove. So runner advances to second, and we have a runner on first. Jackson Morris, number 4, is going to step in. Struck out looking in the first inning. A.J. Clay brings fastball a little bit high for ball 1. Foul ball, straight back, and count goes to 1-1. AJ checks his runner at second, going to make the play at second. They get him. Nice play by the pitcher and shortstop. They do a nice pickoff move. So we get a 1-6 pickoff on Tanner Scott. So that takes us to the bottom half of the inning. No runs on one hit and one left on base. So Ratan will come up in the bottom of the third inning, trailing 4-3. Welcome back. And we've got number 21 for Ratan up the plate. That is Jody Caston. He struck out looking in the first inning. And he takes another hack. So the count moves to 1-1. Jody is your third baseman for Ratan. There's the pitch. He's got a shot to second base. He can't make the play. So we've got a single for Jody. Official score in the top half of the inning was 2 fielders' choices. So only 5 hits for HOWE and 2 errors in the overall scoring of the game. So we got a man on first. Chuck Odell, number 20, steps in. We got a move to first. Caleb Crabtree trying to keep your runner honest. He looks at him again. This time he's going to bring it to the plate, and we've got a ball outside. Catcher snaps it down, and Jody Caston is back in there safe. Chuck steps back in the batter's box. We've got the pitch. Pitch low. Count moves to 2-0. They're working fast again. Here comes the pitch. We got a foul back behind the catcher into the screen. Count will move to 2-1 with the strike. Pitcher with a new ball. He looks in. He's going to check the runner. Looks back. Going to make him honest again. Jody dives back in. He's going to take a lead this time. Looks like he's going to lean back towards first a little bit. There's the pitch to home. We've got a shot down the right field line. It's going to curve foul. Count goes to 2-2. Run on first gets his lead. Throw back to first. Runner's in there safe. He gets his lead. Here comes the play. We've got a high fly. And we've got a fly out to the first baseman. So we didn't have an infield fly rule in effect, so it goes down as an F3. Now we've got the first out of the inning. Runner remains on first. And he steals the second on the throwback. So an alert play by the Jody Caston on the advance. So number 6 steps in, and looks like we've got a hit by pitch, and he's going to take his base on the hit batsman. So now we have runners on first and second. In steps number 11. Brayton Hownian. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right. I know I'm not. But pitch on the outside, doesn't catch the plate. It's for ball 1. Runners get their leads. And here comes the play or the pitch to home. Third baseman makes a nice play. He's going to tag the runner. And the umpire is saying he didn't get him. So runners are safe, so now all bases are loaded. So the pitcher's worked himself in a little jam here. It's 0-0. The count being new batter up is 33, A.J. Clay, who's the pitcher. So we got ball 1. Strike on the outside part of the plate. Looked like he curved that one in there. So A.J. struck out swinging in the first inning. And we've got a comebacker. It's over the head of the pitcher. Looks it's going to fall in there for a single. We're going to have 2-run score. Center fielder can't make the play. So A.J.'s going to head for second. The runner's going to round all the way from first and score. So we've got a single and an error on the center fielder. So that makes it 6-4 with Ratan taking the lead. So in step with a man on second, Blaine Hall, number 16, steps into the batter's box. Flies one to right field. The right fielder is going to come in on it. Actually, the second baseman is going to fall back and make the play. So we got scored as an F4 for the first out of the inning. And we've got another hits batsman, and that would be Seth Springfield, takes one in the back. That's the second hit by pitch in the inning. So now we've got runners at first and second with one out. Pitcher's going to check the runners. He's going to come with the pitch. And we've got a steal going from second to third, and runner does advance. So Hunter Alay is the batter with a count 1-0. Runners at the corners with one out. There's the pitch. And they're trying to get a rundown with the runner on third. Does not happen, but the runner from that was at first does advance to second. Scored as a stolen base. We got a shot to second baseman. He fields it. He's going to take it to first instead of do it to play at the plate. And that is the third out of the inning. So at the bottom of the inning, we're going to move to a score of 6-4. Rattan leading HOWE.
Are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Ignoring calls from your in-laws?
Again?
That's a bold move.
Hey, Karen.
Ignoring other carriers and switching to Bravado?
Sorry, I can't
Now
talk right
that's
now. I'm
a
going
bolder
through it.
move. Get $500 off when you sign up for the Premium Unlimited plan today. Bravado Wireless.
Jackson Morris steps in for HOWE. We're at the top of the fourth with a score of 6-4 and takes a strike on the inside corner. So count is 0-1. Jackson swings, doesn't catch up with a fastball that was high and tight. So 0-2 is the count. There's a shot back up the middle. Shortstop dives, doesn't make the play. And with an 0-2 count, he fights that one off and makes a single for the leadoff hit of the inning. Ethan McGee will step in. I don't have number 18 on my scorecard. But takes ball one. A.J. Clay is your pitcher for Ratan and settled down after his first inning. We got a bunt out in front of the plate. A.J. fields it, takes it down to first, so we get a sack for number 18. So runner moves into scoring position. Now Ethan McGee's going to step into the plate, fly to center field, and in the second inning, Jackson Morris on base at second. AJ stares him back. There's the pitch, and we've got a foul ball over the Rattan dugout for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. 1 out in the inning on the sacrifice. They think he's going to bunt. They come in at first. Third baseman stays back a little bit. There's a play at second, and they got him in a rundown. They're going to get him, tag him out. That's the second time they've got him a runner on second out. He's got a pretty good move to second. So scores as a 2-4. That makes it for the second out of the inning. We got a high fly. Second baseman calls for it, moves under it, and 3 up, 3 down after the leadoff single. The bottom of the order goes down, and we move to the bottom of the fourth with the score 6-4. So welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Rattan's leading HOWE 6-4. We're at the top of the order for the Rattan Rams. Cal Birchfield steps in, fouls one straight back, and count goes to 0-1. Pitching for HOWE is Caleb Crabtree. He's went all the way. And he curveball in there for a ball as well, so we go to 1-1. Bounces that one to plate. Count goes to 2-1. Cal is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly to third. And count goes to 3-1. Last time at bat, struck out looking. Takes that one outside. He's going to take a base on balls. So that leaves a runner on first with no out. Jody Caston is going to step in. He is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single and a run scored. We've got a throwback to first, and Cal's in there easily. checks him. He's got him. He takes off, and we get a strike. We get a stolen base for Cal. He stole that on the pitcher. He was gone before the ball left his hand. So now we've got a runner on second. 0-1's the count. Make it 0-2 for Jody Caston. He's got to fight the plate on this one. He checks him at second. Fakes the throw to second. And we get a balk call because he made the move without throwing the ball. So the runner advances to third on the balk. Here's the pitch, and it's way outside. So what happens on a balk is the pitcher does not take his foot off the pitcher's rubber before he makes the move to second. We got a foul tip back, so the count goes to 1-2. The second base umpire is going to call it every time. That's what he's watching for. Here's the pitch. Gets him swinging. So Jody goes down swinging and that's the second strikeout for Jody this evening. So with one out, runner on third, coming to the plate is number 20, Chuck Odell. Fly out to center and a fly out to first base. He is 0 for 2. And we've got a fly deep second base. And the second baseman does not make the play. The umpire is going to call him out. They're saying he had it in control. You're probably going to protest on this one. No, they're going to let it go. The runner from third tagged up and scores. They're saying that he did not tag up and threw the ball over to third, but the home plate umpire rules him safe. So basically you're going to, in the official score, that's a sack. And we get a strike called on at home. So the count goes to 0-2 on number 6, who I do not have in my score sheet or on my roster. Here's the pitch, and he's going to get hit by pitch again. That's the second one for him. So that will bring up to the plate number 11, Brayton Halnihan. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 runs scored. So batting fifth, he's doing his job. Runner goes, they got him on a pickoff, but he's already stole the base. Pitcher was way late recognizing that. Goes as a stolen base. Caleb's got to recognize that way before he's throwing to first. There's the pitch, and it's outside. 1-0 is the count. Runner takes a lead off second. He's not checking him. He comes to the plate, jams him. Ball's hit to short. There's the play over to first. And they get him. So that's the third out. So ends the inning. So with 1 run, they stretch the score to 7-4. HOWE or Ratan over HOWE. So that takes us to the top of the inning. With Howe up to bat in the top of the 5th, trailing 3 runs. We go to the top of the order for Howe, and that will be Brody Solland, Eduardo Sanchez, and Caleb Crabtree up to bat.
Hi, we're Bravado Wireless. You may have seen us at your local events and wondered just exactly what we do. We provide the highest quality cell phone service, specializing in outstanding coverage, both locally and nationwide. We're headquartered right here in Oklahoma, with multiple store locations in eastern Oklahoma. We provide the most affordable, unlimited talk, text, and data plans available. For a limited time, our unlimited plan is only $40 a month, and you can receive a free LG K30. Make sure you stop in now and enjoy our other amazing summer deals before they end. Visit Bravado Wireless store locations for all other details, or go to bravadowireless.com for more information. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're back to action. Count 2-1. We've taken a strike down the middle and 2 pitches outside. Brody hits a shot to second. He fields it cleanly and over to first for the out. So first out of the inning goes down a 6-3 in the scorebook. And up to bat is number 19, Eduardo Sanchez, who's your catcher for Howe. So far this evening, Eduardo's had a single and flied to center field with a run scored in the first. Howe really needs to score some runs to put some pressure back on Ratan. Curveball doesn't fall in there. Count goes to 1-0. Here's the pitch, and we get a strike on the fastball. So count being 2-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, count goes to 3-1 for Eduardo. Pitch is high. He takes a hack at it, makes a dribbler to third baseman, fields it, and makes a wild throw over the first baseman's head. Should have had him at first if he makes a good throw. Should be scored in E5. That removes the runner to second on the overthrow. Up to bat is the pitcher, Caleb Crabtree. Takes a curveball for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Caleb's had a triple with a run scored and a double caught in a pickoff move off of second in the third. Now he gets a comebacker. They catch the runner in a rundown. They can't make the play. He dives into third, and they call him safe. So runner safe at first on the comebacker. The runner makes a really good move at making him come at him, which is what you're supposed to do. And the third baseman can't make the play on the throw. So the runner is in third base safe. So now we have runners at the corners with one out. Tying run is at the plate. He steps off, tries to make a pickoff move to third to first. That rarely works. Runner on first gets a pretty good lead. Looks like he's going to try to go. He stays. Pitch is on the outside corner for strike one. Oh and 1 the count. There's a throw into first. They don't get him. He dives back in. He's already been picked off once at second. I doubt if he's going to get picked off at first. But he gets a big lead this time. He's checking him. He's going to try it again, but he had already started his move back into first. Tanner Scott is your player in the batter's box. 0-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Shot to second. Could be a double play ball. Oh, it eats him up at second. Runner in. They get him at first. So they get the force at first. Runner advances to second. Run scores from third. So for the second out of the inning on the fielder's choice is the 5-3 fielder's choice. Number 10, Caleb Brown, steps into the batter's box. Caleb's had a single and then flied out to the first baseman. So he's 1 for 2. He's going to check the runner at second. Here's the pitch. We've got a strike 2 called. So he's got to fend off any pitch close to the plate on this one. He looks in. Here's the pitch. Takes one down low. So count goes to 1-2. He's going to work fast. He's getting his sign. Here's the pitch. Foul ball back. Count remains at 1-2. He really has to protect the plate with 2 strikes. So he gets his sign. Outside evens the count at 2-2. So 1 run in the inning. Runner on second. They're going to make him move at second again. That throw is wide. Shortstop has to dive to corral it. Does a good job. Keep it from going into center field. Count remains at 2-2. He's staring him at second, but he's going to throw it to plate. We've got a high pop fly into third baseman. He's under it. Makes the play for the end of the inning. So 1 run scored on 1 hit and takes the score to 7-5 for the Ratan leading HOWE. So we move to the bottom of the inning with Ratan up to bat. So we're back to action in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Score 7-5. Ratan leading HOWE with Ratan up to bat. Up to bat this inning, first up is A.J. Clay, who is your pitcher for Ratan. He is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single, and we get a foul back over home plate for strike 1. On deck for Ratan is the DH Blaine Hall, and then followed by Seth Springfield, which is your right fielder. So A.J. steps in. 0-1 is the count. Here's your pitch. In the dirt, count goes to 1-1. Your pitcher has been all the way for HOWE is Caleb Crabtree. He's given up 7 runs, but not all of those have been earned. His defense behind him has not been helpful. We've got a hot smash to center field. The center fielder makes the play. So A.J. gives it a nice ride, but into the hands of the center fielder. Scored as an F8 for A.J. So he goes 1 for 3 for the evening. And up the bat is number 16, Blaine Hall, your designated hitter for Ratan. 1 out. Comebacker to the third, fielded by the third baseman. He fields it cleanly, shot to first, and they get him. Nice play by the third baseman for the second out of the inning. Caleb has not had a 3-up, 3-down inning since the first. He would love to see that now, so his team can score some runs and get him back in the lead. Shot to center fielder. Right fielder is on the horse. He's not going to get there. Falls in. Catches it on the hop and throws into second base to keep the runner at first. So Seth Springfield gives it a ride, but is only a single. Some decent defense in the outfield for HOWE. And that brings up the bottom of the order, number 3, Hunter Allay. 0 for 2 with a sack and a ground out. Ball is high for ball 1. He gets a pretty good lead off of first. He doesn't check him and pitches outside. Actually, we've got a new pitcher this inning. That is Tanner Scott. Is not Caleb Crabtree. Caleb was a lefty. We now have a righty on the mound. He works fast too. There's a strike down the middle, but he's saying it was a ball. Actually, he called that a balk. So the runner advances on a balk. Evidently, he did not come to a complete stop on his motion because he's not in a windup. Bounces in there for ball 4. Now the runner takes his base. So Hunter takes his base on balls. And runners are now at second and first. So first 2 batters that Tanner faced, he gets an out. Now he's running into some trouble with runners on first and second. We move to the top of the order with Cal Birchfield, number 22. Cal is your shortstop for Ratan. Pitch is inside for ball 1. And we've got ball 2. Cal is 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a flyout. But he does have a run scored in the last inning with a stolen base as well on his scorecard and stat sheet. So 2-0 is the count with 2 out. Tanner checks the second base runner. He brings the shot, and we've got a high fly ball. Under it is the third baseman, makes the play, and that is your third out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, and 2 runners are left on base. So we move to the top of the 6th. Your score being 7-5, Rattan leading HOWE.
Hi, we're Bravado Wireless. You may have seen us at your local events and wondered just exactly what we do. We provide the highest quality cell phone service, specializing in outstanding coverage, both locally and nationwide. We're headquartered right here in Oklahoma, with multiple store locations in eastern Oklahoma. We provide the most affordable, unlimited talk, text, and data plans available. For a limited time, our unlimited plan is only $40 a month, and you can receive a free LG K30. Make sure you stop in now and enjoy our other amazing summer deals before they end. Visit Bravado Wireless store locations for all other details, or go to bravadowireless.com for more information. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Double dipping that spicy guac? That's a bold move. Dipping into the ultimate discount on your unlimited wireless plan? Now that's a bolder move. Sign up for the basic unlimited plan today. Bravado Wireless. Experience the power of connection.
AJ Clay has went your distance for Ratan, and first pitch is a strike. Bounces one in there for 1-1 count on Kobe Wooten, who's been your first baseman for HOWE. So we're starting the 6th inning. Kobe is 1 for 2, reached on an error with a single. Count goes to 2-1. He tries to frame that for the umpire. Doesn't get the call. Nice shot. There's a foul ball over the Ratan dugout. That takes the count to 2-2. Again, AJ Clay has went the distance for Ratan, has given up 5 runs. Again, not all of those are earned. Has pitched really well since the first inning. First 4 runs were earned. After that, the 5th was not. Another foul ball straight back. Count remains at 2-2. AJ has pitched well since the first inning, and his coach is letting him continue. Pitch down the middle. He takes it to center field with a shot over second base. Nice looking single for Kobe. That takes him to 2 for 3 for the day. HOWE really needed that run, because that brings the tying run up at the plate. We get to the bottom 3 of the order now, and this is Jackson Morris. Jackson with a strikeout looking and a single, and it was picked off, but is 1 for 2 at the plate. Foul ball over the Ratan dug out as well. That takes the count to 0-1. No out with a runner on first. Jackson represents the tying run for HOWE. Kobe takes his lead. We got a pass ball. Runner's going to go advance. So now the runner's in scoring position at second base. Count is 1-1. He checks him at second. Here's the pitch. Tries to frame the outside half the plate, doesn't get it. Count goes to 2-1. Here he comes to the plate. Nice pitch down the middle. Foul back over the first baseline. Out of play. Takes the count to 2-2. Two strikes on Jackson Morris. He's checking him at first or second. There's the pickoff play. It's in the dirt. He doesn't make the play, and he's back to second safe. Might have knocked the wind out of him a little bit. Runner at second is number 9, Kobe Wooten. Looks like he took a hit on his arm a little bit. He's kind of rubbing it down. But he takes his lead at second base. Here comes the pitch at the plate. And he get him called strike on the outside corner. So 2 strikeouts for Jackson Morris, both looking. It's the 4th strikeout for A.J. Clay today. In steps Jackson Remy, who is your catcher for the day. And he takes a strike on the outside corner for 0-1. He squares the bunt, doesn't get it down. Call a foul tip, strike 2. I say it wasn't a foul tip, so he advances to third. But it's still an 0-2 count with 1 out. He tries to bunt that. And with that, that's a strikeout on the bunt attempt. So the bottom of the order with 2 out now, with 2 strikeouts and a runner on third, will step Ethan McGee. Ethan's 0 for 2 with a fly out to center field and a fly out to second. So he's getting contact on the ball. He's just not putting it in play. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing, doesn't catch up with it. 0-1 is the count. Strike 2, swinging. He's got to protect the plate now. It's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. He barely got a piece of that one. A.J. Clay is looking to throw the strikeout. Here's the pitch, right down the middle. Gets him swinging. So strikes out the side for A.J. Clay. So that's no runs on 1 hit, runner left at third base stranded, and we move to the bottom of the 6th with Ratan clinging on to a 7-5 lead. Welcome to the bottom of the 6th. Tanner Scott is your pitcher for HOWE. He would be your pitcher of record should HOWE come back to win this game. Up to bat in the bottom of the 6th is number 21, Jody Caston. He is your third baseman for Ratan. Count goes to 3-0. Pitch down and away on 4 straight pitches. He draws the walk. So Ratan with a leadoff walk. Chuck Odell, who's your first baseman, is going to step in. Chuck is 0 for 2. And count goes to 1-0. So 5 straight balls for Tanner. He needs to find the strike zone quickly. Runner goes. Pitch is high and away. So count is 2-0. So stolen base for Jody Caston. Moves him in scoring position. Pitch is away. So moves the count to 3 balls and no strikes. And 8 straight balls, and we've got runners on first and second. So another walk issued by Tanner Scott, and we've got a meeting at the mound. Up to bat is the one I do not have any record of, number 6. He's had a rough day at the plate with 1 single and 2 hit by pitches. So he's 1 for 1 and 2 runs scored. Now steps up with runners in scoring position at first and second. So Tanner Scott remains your pitcher for HOWE. The pitcher, Caleb Crabtree, was your starting pitcher. He's now moved to first base. Tanner was originally your second baseman. So we've got a foul ball bunt attempt hit straight back. So 0-1 is your count. He checks second. Runners go. And we got a ball low. So runners now move to second and third. Officially scored a stolen base. High and away. Ball 2. Counts 2-1. He checks his runner at third. Nice pitch. It's shot to first base. He's going to field it at first, tag the base, come home with it. Throw is wide. Runner scores. It's a nice play by the first baseman for the out. So number 11 is going to step in. That is Brayton Honeyham. Runner at third, advanced on the ground out to first. Strike down the middle. Strike 1. Braxton is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a ground out. 2 runs scored. Pitch is high and away. Takes it to 1-1. Tanner brings the pitch to plate, and it's high. Count moves to 2-1. Brayton steps in. Here's the pitch. Outside and high. So he's looking at 3-1. I'm sure he's taken all the way on this one. Ball 4, ball's high. So 3 walks in the inning. Runners now go at the corners. So the pitcher, A.J. Clay, is going to step in. He is 1 for 3 with a single in the third. Runner advances to second. Pitch in the dirt for a ball. Count goes to 2-0. Shot to second. It's fielded cleanly. There's the throw over to second. You get him at second or at first. So a 4-3 ground out, or fielder's choice. For AJ, drives in a run. So Blaine Hall is going to step into the batter's box. Blaine is 0 for 3, reached on an error. Nice single up behind second base, falls in. Runner's going to score. So an RBI single for Blaine Hall, the designated hitter. So those walks have come back to hurt Tanner Scott, as all 3 runners that he walked scored. So quickly the count goes to 2-0. On the out, he gets the call on the outside corner, so it's 2-1. Seth Springfield is your batter. Count goes to 3-1. Seth has had 2 singles tonight, so he's 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Pitch is high and away for ball 4. So Hunter Allay will step in. He is 0 for 2, reached on a base on balls at the last at bat. We've had 3 runs scored this inning. Here's the pitch. Called outside corner for strike 1. Nice shot in the left field. That's going to drive in 2. They're going to hold the runner at third. He's going to do a stand-up double. So runner from second scores. Runner first moves to third. And he with a stand-up double. That takes us to the top of the order to Cal Birchfield. 5th at bat for Cal tonight. And he is 0 for 3. Reached with a base on balls when the run scored. Wild pitch. Doesn't look like any damage is going to happen. Runner doesn't advance. Tried to guide that pitch in instead of throw it, and got away from him. Oh, 1-0 is the count. Down in the dirt for ball 2. Called ball. So another balk called on Tanner Scott. So runners will advance. Didn't come set. So runner will move to third. Other will be run scored. Your pitcher's just trying to work too fast when he's doing that. Not taking his time to come set. That glove's got to come to a complete stop when he's in his setup. So Rattan balloons their lead with 5 runs in the inning. HOWE was threatening to make this a ball game. Cal Birchville is still our batter. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Is number 9. Inside, pitch gets away, and we're going to have a run scored. Number 9 is Kobe Wooten. Moves over from first base. Run scored on the wild pitch. So Cal Birchfield goes to first on the base on balls. Jody Keston steps into the plate. And we've got ball 2. Runner Cal moves to second. No play down to second. Ball 3 for Kobe. Swing and a miss. Takes the count to 3-1. Here's the pitch. Looks like an outside corner, and it is. Now the count moves to full count. Here's the payoff pitch, and it hits him. So he's going to take first base on the hit batsman. Chuck Odell has come to the plate. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Looks high and away, and it is for 1-0. That one hits him. So full count, or excuse me, bases loaded, hit batsman drives a run in. Bases stay loaded. That may be the game. That's 8 runs, so that calls the game. So Ratan closes it out. And that's the ball game, folks. So A.J. Clay picks up the win and is the pitcher of record for Ratan. Caleb Crabtree takes the loss. And we'll take a short break while we get ready for the next game. So tune with us in 30 as we have game number 4. So on behalf of Bravado Wireless, we appreciate the copyright of this game. No portion of this game may be reproduced, reprinted, or rebroadcast without express written consent of Cross Wireless, Bravado Wireless, or Eastern Oklahoma State University.